Okay, so my name is Robb Braun. Welcome. You honor me by being here. Welcome to No Smoke Up Your Ass. Not politically correct. How many of you have ever asked yourself the question, maybe even asked yourself the question this morning, how can I make more money? Good, legitimate question? When we ask ourselves a question, what do we automatically start to do?
Make excuses.
Yeah. Okay, we could do that. That's our conscious part of us working ourselves over. What does the automatic part of ourselves start doing when we ask a question? We start seeking an answer. Automatically, whether we know it or not, because that's what we're problem solvers. Now, we might have self-doubt that we can solve the problem. We might start coming up with excuses why we can't solve a problem, but the question got asked, and we begin to start solving the problem automatically. So is that a good question? How can I make more money? Is that a good question?
Sure.
All right. So if I get into start solving the problem of how to make more money, what am I ultimately going to be able to do?
Make more money.
Make more money. Good. You all satisfied with making more money?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is $1 more money?
Heck yes.
Satisfied with $1 more next month?
Nope. At least.
Satisfied with $1 more next month?
Woohoo!
Not satisfied.
No.
I'm asking satisfied. Satisfied?
It's more
I fully
money.
know.
Regardless.
But that's all you're going to get is $1 more next month.
Well, that's true.
You satisfied with that?
No.
No. So we have to make sure we're asking the right questions. So what might be a better question to ask rather than how can I make more money? What's another question we could ask?
How can I make $10,000 extra dollars?
Excellent. Good.
How can I serve more clients?
Okay, we'll talk about that one too. So how can I make an extra 10,000? And that's where I start to go. That's compliments of Mike Michalowicz, by the way. He sent out a blog this morning and said, we got to ask bigger questions. Mike Michalowicz, he's the author of The Toilet Paper Entrepreneur and The Pumpkin Plan, which that's the part of what I'm going to offer this morning is an excerpt from that. So we got to ask ourselves bigger questions. We've got to ask ourselves bigger questions. What happens is, for many of us, we're not asking the right questions, or we're not doing the things that we need to be able to do to be able to grow and expand our businesses. We're settling. We're settling way too often. And why do we settle? Why do we settle?
Because it's easy.
Okay, it is easier just to get an extra $1, right? Doubt. We settle because there's doubt, because maybe I can only make an extra $1. Because what if I go for 10,000 and don't make it? We don't like feeling that, do we? Not really. Now, I think it's okay to go for 10 and only make 7 extra more next month, right? But what happens is we get into this damn pass or fail thing. So if I go for an extra $1, at least I'm pretty sure I can get that one, and I call myself a winner this week. Woo-hoo. For an extra $1. What are some other reasons why we settle? So we've got doubt. It's easier. What else?
People around you, they'll put stuff in your head. Oh, well, you can't do that.
Oh.
Why don't you settle for this?
Do people do that?
Oh, yeah.
And people do it in so many ways. We hear it in the headlines. We see it in front pages. We see it in blogs. We see it when people are commiserating in the Starbucks line. One of my favorites is, this is going to get worse before it gets better. And why, by the way, do you think people like that one? It's going to get worse before it gets better. Why is that?
Comfortable?
It's comfortable. Yeah. What it also is, and you know about this one, David, it's also a story I get to use. For next year, when my business actually makes less money, or maybe the doors even close on my business, or my spouse leaves because she can't stand the fact that I can't succeed in business, I've got a wonderful story.
Excuse for failure.
Absolutely. And if I already know what the excuse is going to be ahead of time, golden. I didn't have to come up with one. It's going to get worse before it gets better, I'm in. If I happen to succeed, that's a bonus. But if I fail, I've got a built-in excuse. And I can get in line with everybody else that had the same story. It got worse before it got better, right? And I don't care what your industry is, we've all heard that somewhere along the way. So what I want to offer today, and again, I'm pulling an excerpt out of the Pumpkin Plan. The Pumpkin Plan is a book written by Mike Michalowicz, which is a legitimate, in-your-face strategy for succeeding in business. And what he does, I love the whole first part of the book. He basically tells us why we're not succeeding, why we're not moving along. And he doesn't ask us or suggest, he tells us. Because there are things that we are doing to undo ourselves in business. How many of you are in business? Nice, the right crowd showed up this morning. All right,
We are in the right room.
just want to make sure the title didn't throw anybody off, right? So we are in business, and we're in business to do what? What are we in business to do?
Make money.
Make money. Now, you provide a service, a product, an anthropological little dude out there, all that's good stuff, but we're in business to make money. That's what we're in business for. And is that our purpose in life, to make money?
No.
No, it's not. What's our purpose in life?
Serve others.
To serve others. Good, I like that one. What else?
Be happy.
Contribute. It is to thrive. And we thrive by contributing, serving others, living our passion, living a lifestyle that fits us and those that are counting and depending on us. That's why we go out and make money. Not for the sake of making money. If you're in business to make money and that's what drives you, you're already lost. Rather just close up and go do something else. Yes, David?
And Zig Ziglar says if you want to make money, just go work at the Mint.
Nice. I had to think about that one for a moment. Nice.
Okay.
Right, and that's not very exciting.
No.
That's not very exciting at all. In fact, that sounds laborious. It sounds awful,
And you
right?
can't even take that home.
That's right. Just take a look.
Yeah,
That
and
sounds
isn't that awful too? But you see it pass right before you. Cut, pass. Cut, pass, right? Good morning, welcome. So, we are in business to be able to succeed. We're in business to make money because money is that stuff that's going to help us to be able to thrive in our lives. And that's what you're here to learn to do this morning, is expand into that place of thrive. How many woke up this morning and went, man, life is good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Check that out.
Nice.
Blessed.
Nice. Did that mean you were making all the money you need to make today?
No.
No. Because it's not about that. It is about starting with the, if you will, the right attitude on any given day. And I use the word attitude a lot, but it's not that good attitude, bad attitude. It's that attitude of, I'm going to make today the best day I've ever made before, because guess what? I don't ever get this one back again. When I think about that, man, that's a bitch. I never get this one back again. Once it's done, it's done. And if I didn't live it all the way, if I didn't live it full on, if I didn't start with the right attitude, I didn't go in and thrive in my life today, I don't get to go back and redo this one. So it's important that we start with that. And that's one of the biggest things that we've got to start with for all of us on any given day. So part of what Pumpkin Plan talks about is there's some absolute basics that we've got to have in place in order for us to be able to succeed in business. Now, one of the biggest things that I believe that I know I'm succeeding in business is when I can take a little time away from my business and the doors don't close. And that's a big, big deal. Most of us, and this was me for years, if I wasn't breathing, my business would not be breathing. And that's just how it was. Where I had basically painted myself into a corner that if I was going to continue to make money, everything was based on my phone calls, was based on my energy, my efforts, my time, everything. And if I wasn't giving any of that into it, it wasn't happening. It was not happening. And that's one of the biggest pieces that most of us are missing as we're moving forward in our businesses, is having our business have its own life energy that does not need us to keep resuscitating it every Monday morning, or sometimes every morning, right? So that's what we want to talk about today. There are three basic components in this, and one of that is that our clients are offering, and then item number 3 right there. So let's talk about clients. When we're out there getting clients, what kind of clients are we looking for in our business? What kind of clients are we looking for?
Active ones.
The ones that can use our services.
Active ones that can use our services.
Qualified.
Qualified, okay. So if I go out today and I go and scrape up every active, what was that word used, Kim? Needs my service and they're qualified, and I load my pipeline up with those folks. Am I successful with my attracting clients?
Part of my criteria is, are there people I want to work with?
Ah, well that's a little different. Are you going to want to work with every person that wants your service?
No.
You're going to want to work with every person that qualifies for your service?
No.
You want to work with everyone that's active, and active, I guess I suspect means they're breathing?
No, I mean active as in they're populating your business, they're using you.
Okay, they're using you. So you want everybody that is going to use you?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Yes?
Returning good quality, referring.
Okay, returning good quality, referring. So we don't just want clients, we want clients we want to work with. That what we call our top clients.
That includes ethical too, I mean, because like in our business, I've almost gotten into a ditch because of some shady business dealings with
You
potential
bet.
clients, so.
You bet. We want to work with top clients, not just anybody that qualifies or wants a service. That doesn't mean that we don't have a vetting process where we talk to every one of them. We talk to everyone that qualifies. We talk to everyone that would actively use our service. We talk to everyone that needs our service. But we've got to have some kind of process for vetting them. And there's a lot of things we do. And I love what you brought in there, Carl. I've got a moral code. Michalowicz, what he talks about is immutable laws. It's like having our own personal code when we go in and it's immutable. They're never, we never violate them, we never go back on them. They are hardwired, they're fast and steady. We never go against them, never, whatever that is. So it may be a certain type of quality of person. There may be some people out there that may need the service and may have checkbooks, but they're horrible in communications. They use the crap out of you, never follow through on what they're supposed to do. They create stress, right? And then they complain about the work that you give them. Or complain about you not following through or not reminding them of what they needed to be able to do in the first place. And how I'm going to fire you next time if you don't remind me of what I need to do. So we have people like that. So we want to have people that we want to work with, our top clients. There are some of you in your business that you may have been along the way somewhere, or maybe you are now, where you're going to yourself, if this person, if I could just get this person on board with my business, I'll make it go of it. Like this, if this one buys buys into my product, if I can just land this one, then I'm going to make it. Right? Or if I can just get more customers, if I can get 20 more, right, then I'm going to make it. And I'm going to tell you, if we're relying on the next 20 or the next one for our business to make it, we might as well just shut doors again. Because if that's where we are, if we're that one big client, that one prize fish, that one next group, if that's what we need for our business to feel like we're making it, we might as well stop doing it. We might as well stop doing it. Because we don't want to be making it, we want to be thriving. And when we're thriving, we're not out there looking for that one that's going to make it for me this month. We're not doing that. So if we're thriving in our business, we are making sure that we've identified our top clients. And one of the things we'll do in subsequent trainings, we'll talk about how to really identify them. But there are a lot of things. You've got your own code of ethics that says this is a certain kind of people I want to work with. You want to make sure they've obviously got money to spend, right? Because if they can't afford your services, you're not interested. And by the way, how many of you have ever discounted your services to be able to get a client on board? I have. I'm abandoning my idea of what top clients are, and so I can just get the next client. And if I just get enough of those at discounted rates, I'll make it. I'm not thriving any longer, right? So I want to identify the people that are going to be able to afford my services, because my services has value and quality, and I'm worth every dime. And I want to make sure those are the top clients I'm going after. So whatever that is, they're great communicators, they follow through, they make your job easier, they're fun to work with, they appreciate the value that you bring, they do refer people your direction, those are your top clients. And one of the most difficult things to do along the way is for us every once in a while to take a look at our client list and go, you know, if I'm really honest with myself, half of these people I can't stand working with. Half of them I'm having to chase them for money. Half of them have been stringing me along. Half of them don't follow through. And when it comes down to it, I might only have 3 or 4 clients left. But I keep all the others so I can keep my business going, so I can just keep making it. I'm not thriving. I'm working my butt off for the scraps, because no one else will take these people. Otherwise, they would have fired me a long time ago. They got no one else that's willing to work with them. So I've got to be willing to get down to just my top clients. All right. So that's the one aspect. Then we talk about what's called our unique offering. Our unique offering. And actually, before I break over here, let me hear from a couple of you. What are some of the criteria you use for your top clients? What are some that you use out there for your top clients?
I've just recently started actually doing something very similar, like, I just started making a policy a few months ago, not discounting my services. If I'm doing a pro bono project, that's one thing, but otherwise it's not gonna happen. And I've turned away several people that have asked.
Wow.
It's like, it's
That's
hard.
that's a big deal,
It's
isn't
hard,
it?
and, cause I'm not making all that much money.
I got it,
It's
big
hard.
deal.
But my top clients I've defined lately as having been in business for 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
Minimum, because below that, they're just not ready to do the stuff I wanna do, that they should be doing and pay for.
Right, if they're in their first year, they're not willing to spend money, they can't figure out where it's gonna come from yet. They haven't established themselves, they haven't learned how to take some of the risks that are involved in hiring someone to be able to market my services and be able to help brand me and the whole bit. They don't get it yet. Someone that's 3 to 5 years, so what I'm hearing you say is 3 to 5 years, they've got a better understanding of the value of the services I bring. They understand there's gonna be an expense or cost, but there's also gonna be return on that investment. So we call it an investment, not even an expense in our business, right?
Mhm.
So, got it, so that's a big deal. How about for someone else? What is one of your criteria for what you call your top client?
Ours, we have a certain avatar. So our target market, we look at, it's almost down to, it's a male or female, how much money they make, how many people are in the organization. I mean, there's an avatar that we look at.
Do you ever violate that or
We
deviate
have.
from it?
We
You
have.
have? Okay, got it. And has there been consequence to doing that?
Mhm.
Yeah. And there's consequence to giving discounts to my business, right? And
They always think it from now on, they're gonna
Yeah.
get discounts.
we've set a precedent, absolutely. They're looking for the
Right.
coupon to show up in the mail every month.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I just echo that, that's huge, anybody that's like, you're doing marketing or dealing with businesses, is build, I call it a persona, but avatar is build this person where, name her Sally, she works here, this is what she likes to shop at, this is, go that detailed, because that's gonna give you a really good idea when you come across.
And that's
people.
gonna give you this right
Exactly.
here, your top client. That's the only person you wanna work with. Because life is tough anyway. Let's not make it tougher by bringing on idiots, right? Knuckleheads.
Having read the book, top clients was important, but I think what I liked what he said was, awesome clients.
Yeah.
Because how many of us have ever, when you see the phone ring, you know it's that person calling, like, I don't want to pick it up. And,
Yep.
We've been there, and I know what that feels like. And I think in a way, it's, I'm doing them a disservice, because if that's my approach, that's my feel, I know I'm not giving them 100%.
Absolutely.
So, in addition to this, that's one of the reasons why we pulled off this week from doing stuff, is to reevaluate that. We want to put filters in place of our initial just taking a contract and working with somebody, so that by the time we get there, we know they've got the potential, we know they've got the personality, we know communication is a big deal. So that by
They're
the time-
committed.
Yes.
Yes.
So when the phone rings and I see them, I'm talking to a friend, someone I want to jump in and do stuff with.
Yeah, and that's the piece right there. We want our clients to be so awesome when we see them call and going, I can't wait to talk to them. Because I love the experience of doing business with them. And business is a good thing. Every one of you provides a service that there are other business folks or other regular folks out there need. What a cool thing to be involved in. It's something that you provide out there that people need and they can't wait to spend money on it with you. That's a cool thing.
Hi, it's Carl Kuzer with Lawyers Title,
And I'm Tom Carter with Lawyers Title.
and we attended Robb Braun's No Smoke Up Your Tail Feathers this morning. And, one thing I took away was the unique offering is I realized the quality that we at Lawyers Title have, and the need to articulate that to our clients and really drive that home with our clients. How about you, Tom?
Well, what I took away is being selective about who our clients are going to be. We don't just want to work with everybody. We want to work with people that are like-minded. And Rob helped us to kind of determine that today and finding out who those people are. So highly recommend Rob's No Smoke Up Your Tail Feathers.
Come next month. It'll be well worth your time and an hour investing in yourself. You need to do it.
So we definitely want to have our top clients. Now, our unique offering, combination of three things. One is we have to be clear on what's called our area of innovation. Area of innovation. This is getting to our unique offering. Our area of innovation is such a big one, and it's one that we undo ourselves so badly with. Area of innovation means that we identify which one of the three areas, either quality, price, or convenience. Quality, price, or convenience. Think about your business. How many of you have tried to wrap in 2 or 3 of those in the same thing with your business? Quality, price, convenience. Yeah. And when we try to do all 3, we can't compete in any one of those. If I'm trying to put out super quality, but then I'm discounting it, I can't compete out there in the world. It's impossible. I've got to choose one of the 3 and stick with it. So I want you to think of a company out there. What's a company out there that is all about quality?
Nordstrom's.
Nordstrom's. Beautiful. Anyone else?
Apple.
Starbucks? Apple? You ever see Apple have a sale? No.
They have one yearly sale, but it's like
6%.
$10 off the
I was
other.
about, yeah.
Exactly. It ain't much.
No.
It ain't much. So if you're waiting for that next MacBook Pro to be 50% off, it's never going to happen. The
eBay.
price is the price because they're about quality. And the cool thing about Apple is they're not even about quality of the products. They're about quality of life experience. And that's what they sell all the time. Their marketing is brilliant. They talk about the quality of the experience. They go, oh, by the way, we happen to sell computers and phones. I'm serious.
That's true.
That's what they do.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, oh, by the way. Because we get sold on the experience, which is an emotional appeal. That's what we want, right? I got goosebumps right here. I can't wait to go buy the next product. Right? All right. So that's quality. So now name a company that is all about convenience.
McDonald's.
McDonald's, AM, PM, right? It's about getting in that queue, and they want to make sure to get people through. And I've heard people say before, well, wait a minute, McDonald's hamburger is probably the best priced hamburger in town too. But I know I can go to the supermarket and buy some beef and some buns and some pickles and do it for a lot less than McDonald's does, right? So it's all about convenience. It's all about getting a million people through, and then of course working with the medical institution to be able to get them in their doors with heart attacks and artery problems and all that stuff, right? So hopefully there's no regular Starbucks, or not Starbucks, that was a slip. Hopefully there's no regular McDonald's visitors here in the room here. So now we're talking about, okay, now cost. When you think of a company out there that's all about the price. Walmart, perfect, right? Low cost leader. And you could even throw Costco in there, right? Who's got the best price in gas in town? Costco, it does. It's not convenient. There's usually a line.
Yeah.
There's usually like 10 lines, trying to get in there.
Costco's never convenient for anything.
It is not.
Nothing.
It's not
true.
convenient. It's not convenient to go into the store and all you need to do is pick up a couple items. It's not convenient.
But
It
they
is
make
not.
they make it worth it.
What's that?
They make it worth it.
Because you save money.
A couple
A
items
lot,
always
though.
too.
Oh, I got it. A lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's their area of innovation. Their area of innovation is about the cost.
And still quality.
Well, the quality is the product. They just make sure they've got the right companies in there. But what draws people is the cost.
Yeah.
Because what's attractive about their warehouse?
Nothing.
Nothing. It's just a warehouse.
Well,
I'm saying, if you haven't had lunch, that's a great way to get your shopping and get your lunch in at the same time. Yes, Carl.
I was a manager for Costco for 7 years.
Oh.
And, yeah, they don't care about any of that stuff. It's all about, their whole, the whole business model is touch it one time, bring it in the back door, put it on the front door, let it go out or put it on the floor, but let it go out the front door.
Nice.
And how many times have you gone in for one thing? How many times have you ever come out with one thing?
Never.
Right.
I'm pretty
Movie
disciplined that way.
movie
but I'm an
tickets.
idiot.
I've been to Sam's a couple
Movie
times.
tickets,
Yeah.
that's it.
Pictures,
Those
get
end
out.
cap- the vendors pay to go on the end of the aisles, they call them end caps. The
Got it.
vendors pay Costco
Yeah.
money to put their products on the end cap.
Got it. Makes sense. And you're absolutely right. And what happens with Costco, it becomes an event. That's what people do.
It is.
Yeah.
It
It's
becomes
an
an
outing.
event. Even when people come in from out of town that don't have Costco's in town, they go, let's go to Costco, right? And they'll bring people that have never been there before. It'll be an event.
And you end up having a picnic on the food court.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All of that. Yes.
I worked there a few years ago as well, just for a couple of years on the
Yeah.
floor and stuff. And another thing that I thought was interesting on the convenience note that's not convenient is that they only carry like one brand of peanut butter.
Yeah.
So for people that have, strong opinions about peanut butter,
Right.
that's their one brand.
They go
So-
somewhere else for that.
Exactly, but there was a good statement I saw a long time ago that applies to, that brands are defined by who they exclude. So you make a lot of
Costco,
choices.
you're the brand to be,
Yeah, exactly, and you make, they make choices, so it's still, that's even another note on convenience, that they don't always have everything, but
Yeah.
you get 20 for $1.
Absolutely. And by the way, and it's really funny, my wife is a banker, but she still can't, the whole buying by volume. For her, it's single item, so she's going, well, that thing costs $27. I'm going, yeah, honey, but it is $1.25 an item.
Yeah.
That isn't, that's the part that I do, so I'm a Costco guy. I'm a Costco guy. All right,
It's hard to
so.
get my mind around buying enough toothpaste, being a single guy, enough toothpaste to last me a year and a half.
It will,
There's
that's the
some
good
things
thing.
you don't necessarily need to buy in bulk.
Right.
Yeah, but if the possibility you might be here in a year and a half, it's not a bad thing either. Yes. There's no guarantees we
Hey, is
know
there an
that one.
expiration date on toothpaste?
Probably not, probably not.
Earthquake kit.
So what's important for each of you then is to know what your area of innovation is. And what happens too often times, and what I'm hearing over here is that, tell me your first name again.
Jason.
Jason, I know your last name, but
No.
I see your logo.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So what Jason says is mine's about quality. And I'm no longer willing to go with trying to make it cost effective for people. I'm not the discount guy. I'm quality guy. And I stick to that. In fact, I'm not even convenience guy because I do such great quality, I don't turn this stuff around in 24 hours. I say, give me 72 if you want to be top-notch and quality, right? So we have to, every one of us has to decide what our area of innovation is. We cannot try to be for everybody out there. We got to stick to one and stick to it, all right? So that's just one item. The other area of our unique offering is, so we've got our area of innovation. We're clear that we promote ourselves as either the cost-effective, the convenient, or the quality. Then we've got to decide for ourselves, what is it we are great at? What do we do best? Where do we really make our money in our business? Know what that is, because that's part of your unique offering. Jason, are there other companies that offer the services you offer? Absolutely. We got to find out what it is that Jason does that no one does as good as he does. And he's got a best at something. I know that.
Logos.
Logos. I got it. He's a logo guy. Do you enjoy doing logos?
Absolutely.
Yeah. There wasn't even a yeah. It was absolutely. So it's not only what we're great at, it's what we love doing in our business. Another man that I have a business partnership with, he is a master at having meetings and closing deals. This guy just closes deals. This is what he does. And part of a conversation we were having just last night is he's spending time making sure that his operations people are doing their job, and he's actually handling the payroll still, and he's wearing all these different hats. And I asked him, how many meetings did you miss this week because you're taking care of all your operations crap that you're complaining about right now? He goes, I could have easily put 5 more meetings in. And you see what happened. He took that area that he's great at and loves doing. He loves the lunch meetings. He gets contract signs at lunch meetings. That's what he loves. But he missed out on 5 of those this week because he was spending so much time and energy doing some of the crap that he doesn't like doing. And he was getting basically his nose in business he didn't belong in, getting the operations side, but he's losing business because he was breaking away from his unique offering. His unique offering is being able to show quality and value in the services that we offer and getting people to go, I can't wait to get started with you. Right? So he's leaving money on the table because he's not operating in his area of expertise, what he's great at and what he loves doing. What he loves doing. So that's another part of his unique offering. Then the third and final item, and this is something that makes you unique over everybody else. Let's say there's another person that has the same kind of company, same prices, loves doing logos. Your life and business experience is something that is completely unique to you that you're able to draw on that no one else has got. Mm-hmm. No one has got your business and life experience. No one. Every one of you has a story, an example, somewhere along the way where you solved the problem, helped someone out in a unique way that you've never seen before, had your own challenge that you overcame, that you get to use and incorporate in how you be able to support and help others. You're working with business owners? Have you got some business stories that you've overcome some defeats? Anyone else? Anyone overcome some defeats in your business? Those are unique stories that are yours and yours alone that no one else has access to. You got one? Look, you're ready to move there.
Oh, no,
Okay.
I was fixing
Got it, all right.
Sorry.
So
I was
it's important
fiddling.
then that you take a look for yourself. What are some of my unique experiences in business and in life that help separate me from the other folks that are doing what I do out there? Carl, are other people doing the same business you're doing out there? Yeah, a couple of them, yeah. A couple of them.
One or two.
Same way though.
No, but
No, I'm talking.
no one has got Carl's life experience and business experience that we're able to take those and create, if you will, a victory around. And to be able to help someone else be able to move through something that they see themselves stuck in, they can't see a solution out of, and we're able to offer that. That just elevates the service that we're offering, because they can't get that anywhere else. And we're able to bring that uniqueness, that's something that separates us. And we need to take advantage of that, full-on advantage of that. So what is it about you and your business? First of all, what is your area of innovation? Be clear about that. I'm the quality person, I'm the price person, I'm the convenience person. That's what my business does. What is it that you're absolutely great at and you love doing? And you're not afraid to let people know about it? Because people want. What is your business?
Legal Shield?
Legal Shield. You love doing it?
Yes, I do.
You sure about that?
Oh, yeah. It's
All right.
my passion just to be able to help a lot of small businesses especially. 'Cause
Yep.
they're out there, and the reason why most people don't use attorneys is because it costs too much. We can actually help them with that and also get them business consultation at a low price too.
Okay, got it. So we can get legal services at a discounted price. Legitimate, good legal services. Same legal services everyone else gets out there,
Yep.
but at a fraction of the cost. Does Lee seem excited about what he does? Passionate about it? We're going to want to talk to Lee, right? Now, I don't know what else uniquely he's got to offer, but already I get that he loves his business, he enjoys it, he starts smiling when we start talking about it. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, right? As opposed to the person that's frowning about their business. Yeah, I offer some good services. Yeah, I love doing what I do. Pretty quality, too. We got to be excited about that, right? So our unique offering has got to just melt it all away.
Hey Rob, I got a question for you.
Absolutely.
You know, it almost seems like in the workplace, I don't know where it comes from, but I'm almost, told not to be, that, I don't want to use the word prideful or arrogant, 'cause that's not what I'm looking for. But I guess when I'm beaming about what it is that I do, it's misinterpreted as I'm being prideful and arrogant. And I come full circle on now that I've been blessed with this opportunity, and I need to be a good steward over it. And there's no reason I should be making excuses or feel ashamed of, look, I'm good at what I do, and just, talking about it. But like I said, I think a lot of folks get beat down where I don't want to seem overly confident, I don't want to be too forward with it, because then that's misinterpreted as just, I'm being fake. Or
So let me tell you my take on that one. First of all, one of my mantras is without apology. I am great at what I do without apology. Forget the other people. I use different words, but we'll say forget the other people right now.
We know what word you use.
And my guess is what's happening is someone's projecting onto me overconfidence, arrogance. There's something inside them that I'm pushing up against that's got nothing to do with you, Charles. Do you think as my consultant, I want you to feel confident about what you're doing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I want you to think that you're the greatest person that existed in doing that, and you can do what no one else can do. If I've got an issue with, God, boy, he sure seems a little overconfident, a little cocky, like a little too sure of himself, somewhere in here, there's a part of me that wants what he's got over there, and I want to knock that down. I want to knock his legs out. Because it's uncomfortable being around someone that feels that good about themselves. Because I haven't felt that good about myself in decades. And I want to shut it up. And there's another piece playing in here also, is if you're that confident you can help my business get to that place right there, I'm going to have to pick my game up.
Hi, my name's Kaylin Sutherland. I'm with Sutherland Networks. I came to Robb Braun's No Smoke Up Your Ass this morning, and it was awesome. It was amazing. My one takeaway is I'm going to go out and find our unique offering, what we can offer clients that's different than what everybody else in the Valley offers. So thank you so much, Rob. We appreciate it, and we'll be back. You need to come and show up and find your unique offering too.
You're talking about being able to get my business to high levels I've never been to before? I've never been there before. I'm going to have to do what when I get there? I'm going to have to start showing up how when I get there? I don't think I can handle that. This guy's just too damn arrogant, Because I don't want my marketing to come out as arrogant, right? I don't want my branding to come out as arrogant. So this guy's too arrogant to be working with. I need someone who doesn't think so much of themselves. Because then I can feel superior. I can feel my own level of confidence. Because what's happening is he's pushing me up against some places I haven't been to before. And I've been real scared to get to. So I would say as you march on out there, Charles, just keep marching on out there, chest out, shoulders up. Forget them, right?
Popping buttons.
Whatever. Those guys tearing up the road out there right now. What is it? You're working up to 8? How'd the 8 go the other morning?
8 was fine, we're 10 tomorrow.
See? This guy's just going crazy out there. All right.
I see you 10.
So now here's the deal. Here's the deal. We got something missing right here though. Because if I'm working with top clients, working with my top people, I've got my unique offering, I'm drawing all kinds of clients. When I put myself in a position right in here, is what I'm doing is I'm trading time for money. Time and money. And I have no extra time, and if I take time away, I lose money. So I got to keep the time in to be able to keep the money coming in. I'm making a lot of money, but I have no time for me in my life. And all I'm doing is trading time for dollars, dollars for time. That's it.